Okay, I hope this works. I'm just checking. I'm live again. How's everybody doing? Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I just came on here really quick because I had a few minutes. We have about an hour before Granny D comes on, and we must squirrel over there. But I just wanted to come on and see if I get anybody show up. I didn't announce this. This wasn't planned. I just had a few minutes and oh look, it just started to really come down with the snow. I mean, it's white. It's a whiteout out there. It was like that earlier this morning and then it stopped and everything melted and now it's snowing again. So I hope everybody who's coming home, makes it home safely, with the traffic. Because driving in the snow, that's not easy, especially Friday traffic. Friday traffic is hectic. Everybody thinks they're gonna beat the traffic and go home earlier, but then you realize everybody had that same idea. So I was thinking the other day. Hi Jen, hi Mama J. Wait, your name is. Oh God, why do I always forget Mama J. Way's name? Her name. Why do I always forget it? I remembered. Oh, tell me your name. I know your name, but I just can't think now of your name. Not Barb. That's Whisper. You are, oh, Lori. Lori. Okay, Lori and Jen. Are you going to do another 4 hours? No, Jen. I'm just going to stay on here until Granny Z comes on, and then I'm going to squirrel to her channel. I just had an extra hour, and I thought, why not? Because I really need to get my hours added up because I'm going to be a year with this YouTube. Wouldn't it be nice to get monetized by a year? Wouldn't that be nice? I never had that goal in mind. I never thought about it, but wouldn't it be nice? So we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? I'm sitting on I'm my grandfather made me a chair before he passed, and he made one for all of his children, and I'm his granddaughter, but I felt like, what if I ask him? Will he make me one too? So he did. He made it. Hi, Sunita. He made it for me, and he put a cushion on it and everything, and it turned out really well. And it's even though it's a little chair, low to the ground, it can hold me. And I even the other day I was on this chair. I had my boy come sit on my lap. So we're talking at least 400 pounds of pressure on this little chair, and it didn't even make a noise. This chair is solid, solid. But I was on, whose live was I on? I think it was Dana's yesterday, and Granny D was on also, and she showed me her furls hook, and I was like, oh, I have one of those, and I can't use it because it's a bait style, the hook part, and I'm a boy. I like using a boy. I even like the clover, which is kind of a hybrid between a boy and a baits, but more towards boy. So I'm used to this. So when I bought this and it came in the mail, I opened it up. I made a slip knot in the yarn, and I started chaining. And I'm like, oh no, this is snagging because I'm not used to this kind of hook, right? So I'm like, oh, but I didn't want to return it. I didn't want to return it because it's so pretty. It's such a pretty hook. So I had it just, to have it. But then I thought last night I finished a whip last night. Well, I finished it only because because I ran out of the yarn, so I needed more yarn. So I really couldn't go any further. And I really didn't want to do a lot of thinking. I just wanted to veg out in front of YouTube and just crochet something. So I'm like, let me practice with my furls. So that's what I've been doing. And I think with a little practice, I can make it work so that the snag wouldn't bother me. So I made a little swatch yesterday and it turned out okay. Wasn't bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work in the round now. Let's see if I can get used to that. Or maybe I should make a granny square. Mm, maybe I'll try making a granny square. Harold's Random Videos is here. I'm doing fine. It's snowing out and I feel like safe inside my little cottage in the woods. And I'm way up high on the fourth floor and I could see it coming down and it's gonna be quite a doozy of a storm, snowstorm. So it's kind of cozy in my house. Although I have a few things on my shopping list that I really, really need to get, and I don't want I don't want to go outside. So I texted my husband the shopping list, and hopefully he'll get the hint that that means I want you to go to the store for me, and don't forget. He usually does, but sometimes he wants me to go with him. And you know what? I'm already in the house and I really don't want to put on my boots and my hat and my gloves and my scarf and my coat. Then I have to go down the hallway, push the elevator, wait for it to come, get in the elevator, wait for it to go down, come out of the elevator and go out of the building, walk across the parking lot. Hi, Jeanette. Jeanette's here. You're about to watch The Greatest Showman. Hmm. Uh, is that a show, a TV show, or a movie? The Greatest Show is it's the greatest show on earth. Is that the movie with the Hugh Jackman? Because I think I've seen that. Everybody come in. Glad to see we have 7 here. And if you wouldn't mind, it would really help if you push that thumbs up button. I know it's easy to forget. I always forget. Always, always, always. Always forget. So if you wouldn't mind doing that for me, that would really help. All right, we have 6 thumbs up and we lost one person. So hopefully we'll get some more people coming in and out. For those of you who are just getting here, I didn't plan this live. I just had a few extra minutes. I know Granny D is going live at the end of this hour, so I won't stay on long. We'll go over to her house and support her. She's so fun. I don't know. I really don't know how people go on live every single day or almost every single day. Lori, I'm using my Furls Odyssey. I'm practicing with it because it's not as easy to work with for me. But I figure I spent that money, I might as well try and make it work, right? So I put it down for quite a few months and I thought, well, let me give it a try. See, it snags for me. It snags the yarn. But Karen 1 pound is the easiest yarn to work with when it comes to like learning new stitches or something. So I figured I'm going to practice with this hook. I'll use the Karen 1 pound. And the pink, it's a nice light color. But it's not like yellow. Like yellow yarn, I don't like working with yellow yarn because it's very, very soft and flimsy. Right, right, Jeanette. spent that money, you might as well use what you bought. Cause I didn't want to return it or sell it. I had a friend offer to buy it from me, but no, no, I wanted it, but I just couldn't use it, you know. But we'll practice. Practice makes perfect. Yes, it does. What is everybody working on today? What is going on? Oh, look, and now the sun is coming up a little bit, but it's still snowing. Oh, now it went back down. I don't know. I went on. I was excited to see Jada's Jada and Stitches. She put out her video today announcing her 2021 calendar blanket. And at first, I'm like, I don't know. That seems kind of weird. But I know that's something that I could do. I could do. Like last year's blanket. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. I mean, she had, for those of you who don't know, she had the yarn going this way. Like she had different blocks. It's like it was a lot of connecting the yarn. And I don't know what that method is called when you connect the yarn. Like when you make a granny square and then you make another granny square next to it instead of making two granny squares and sewing them together, but you're making one granny square and then you make another granny square without cutting the yarn. That's what she was, that kind of. Oh, you're gonna work on a crochet vest. Okay. That that sounds cool. I am not I haven't graduated to making too many wearables. Like I've made a hat, I made a scarf, and I've made a shawl, but like nothing that requires like panels and sleeves and anything like that. I tried making gloves. Mm-mm, not ready for that. And then those were fingerless gloves too. So I had to frog that and made something else. Actually made this. This is my one of my first yarn shop yarns that I bought. This yarn I made. So I started making fingerless gloves with this yarn, but I ended up making this. This is from Fiber Flux, this pattern. So I made this. I really like how it turned out. This is really nice yarn. Oh, I forgot the name of this yarn. Um, Kobasi. So cotton bamboo silk is what it is. That's what it is. It's so, and it's like it's stretchy, but not too stretchy. It's really nice. I really like this. Yes, join as you go. Like join as you granny as you go. Yeah, join as you go. Jago, Jago. I don't like Jago. Mm-mm. Hi Zach. Zach is here. What you doing? What you working on, Zach? Cammy was here yesterday, and I have gotten a lot of feedback. People actually want that man to make his own channel. So, Cameron, if you're out there, people are waiting for you to make your channel, whether it be vlogs or tutorials or just talking about yarn. They're waiting for you. Don't be shy. You came up on my live and you did well. That's how I started. I started out on people's lives. Well, no, I had a channel already, but I was kind of nervous to go live myself. Actually, go live like you're just talking to your computer. It seems kind of funny. But so then I practiced with Dana from Triple C. I went on her StreamYard and I would go live on her live. You're just you're just done filming and you you just got done filming a friend mail video. A friend mail video. What? What are you trying to say? I don't get I don't get it. Okay. So, all right, now so I'm looking out the window. It completely stopped snowing. The the trees are white and the sun is out. So, I guess it'll be fine. The I was talking about the traffic, the Friday afternoon traffic. It's brutal here where I live. It's brutal. I mean, I guess it would be worse if the lockdown wasn't here. For the first part of the lockdown, the streets were empty, bare, and a lot of crashes were happening because people like, oh, the street is empty. Let me go 95 miles an hour. But now there's a little bit more traffic lately. Um, but Friday traffic, it's hectic. And then on top of that, it would started snowing, so that would have been not a good combination. A friend on here sent me a package and I filmed it. I call it friend mail. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I got a package today too, but not like Happy Mail yarn related. It's just that I got a package because I ordered some things off Amazon and they said it would be here Saturday, but it came today. When someone's trying to get into my building, they have to dial my unit number and then it rings my phone and then I'm able to let them in through my phone. So even when I'm not even at home, like I had a package delivered when I was in Pennsylvania dropping off my son and it said doorbell and I just let him in from Pennsylvania. The technology. I said leave it in the hallway and you could leave. Because, I mean, some guys, they do go the extra mile and they ride the elevator and they take it up here, but they don't need to do that. And they really shouldn't do that because some people don't feel safe, when they have, somebody who doesn't live here walking or in the hallway. Judy's here. Hey, Sandy. Just stopped for a few minutes, for a minute to say hello. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Judy, for stopping by. You enjoy your weekend too. I appreciate you coming by. Like I said, we're not going to be on here long because we're going to go to Granny's house and visit her. Such a lovely lady. And I was on um, Mimi Cat was on live. Seems like I was on YouTube all day yesterday. So I had my live. Then Dana had her live, and I was on with her. And then Sandy had her live, Left is Right Crochet with Sandy. So I watched her. And then who else had a live? Ooh, can't remember. Oh, somebody else had a live. And then Mimi went live. And then Triple C went live. And Zach was live too. So I was toggling back and forth between Zach and Dana. And so, like, I started my day with YouTube, I ended it with YouTube. And I know that a lot of people do that almost every day. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how do they get everything done? Because I had to still like do my laundry and my dishes and my cooking and well, I didn't really have to cook yesterday because um we got burgers. No, I did end up cooking for my other son. He woke up and he's like, "What's for dinner?" I said, "We already had Culver's." He goes, "What?" I said, "Well, we had Culver's in your middle of the night because he does third shift. He He's awake when everybody's sleeping, and vice versa. I keep hearing noises, and I know it's my bears. My bears are making all kinds of noise. At least it's not fighting noises, right? When they were little, they would always fight with each other. Ryan, Riley, they'd be screaming. Oh my goodness, I am so glad I don't have to do the virtual school, the e-learning. I would just want to rip my face off if I have to do that. If I had to do that. So good luck, everyone, doing that because you're way better than me. I won't be able to do it and be this calm. Because I talk to people who are doing it and they're just calm. Oh, right here, the kids are doing e-learning. Okay. I don't know. I was always one to when the first day of school came around, I was like, it's the first day of school. Let's go. Get out the door. And I would come home and I would call off work and I would just have a sandy day. It was just wonderful. So, but I know lots of you mothers didn't get that this year. So, mm, I wouldn't. That's why they say God gives you what He knows you can handle. And He knew I wouldn't be able to handle that. So He had me have my children long time ago so I could be done when this pandemic started. So I'm grateful that I don't have to homeschool anybody. Because I did homeschool my kids. Um, and then when they I started homeschooling them when they were 3. So the curriculum started at 3 years old. So I homeschooled them at 3, and then they were 4, and I decided to put them in the Christian school, and I still homeschooled them. The Christian school used the same curriculum I was using, and then they were 5. I still homeschooled them with the Christian school. I did it, I supplemented, and then they got to be in first grade, and I still did both. So they did all day first grade, and they homeschooled, and they were slowly getting irritated with twice as much school. By the third and fourth grade, they were done with double school. They were like, no more, no more. We're done. We've already been to school, and then you're gonna school us again. So, when kids are third and fourth grade, they're a little mouthy at that age, and I had already kind of lost my patience, and I said, okay, we're done. I didn't really announce that we're done. I just slowed it down. I gave them less and less work until it, went to zero work. But so by fifth and sixth grade, they were just regular school. And then by then, they had left the Christian school. I put them in the public school. So they did really good. But it was a good curriculum I was using. I liked it. It's called Abeka. It's made in Pensacola, Florida. I don't know if any of you ever heard of it, but it's a cute little curriculum, a really good curriculum. But yeah, it didn't work out as I planned, but I gave it a try, you know. And the reason why I didn't homeschool them 100%, because I thought about doing that, but then they needed some extra. They needed to get physical therapy because they both had a muscle disease. And so they were offering that free in the public school. So that's what we did. So you never know. I mean, I had my plans, but I didn't plan on them being physically sick, you know. Everything worked out. They were using the wheelchairs for a while and lots of therapy at school and private therapy and It was a lot of work, a lot of hard work, but they're about 95% better now. Oh,
Stay sure he is.
it scared me. That scared me. Hold on. Okay. So I'm like, I'm on live. He goes, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. You realize I'm on live right now. He was probably calling me to say, what's with this grocery list you sent me? Because if you just came in, I was telling everybody I had some things on my grocery list, but it was snowing when I came on live. It's just started coming down really hard. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go outside now. So I'm like, I'll give him a list. I was talking to my aunt, and she's the one who gave me the idea. I'm like, I don't want to go to the store, but I need some things from the store. I'm like, what do I do to get out of going to the store to get my husband to just go to the store for me? She's like, why don't you go on live? That way, he can't make you, you know, he can't say like you're not doing anything. So so thank you, Aunt Mary, for giving me that idea. That was a cool idea. So if you're just coming in, I'm practicing using my Furls Odyssey hook, the one I paid. I paid way more than $50 for this hook, and I was telling my family about it, and they're like, "I can't believe you spent that much money." Yeah, well, that's because when I bought this, a lot of YouTubers were making videos because Furls had sent them one of these hooks and said, review it for your channel and you could keep the hook. So there was a lot of videos. I'm going to review my Furls hook. It's beautiful, it's sleek, it's smooth, and oh, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. But when I got it, I couldn't use it. No, it snagged. It did snag. And it's still snagging, but it's not snagging as much. I think you have to learn how to crochet a little bit differently. You have to hold the hook a little bit different. You have to, when you yarn over, you have to twist it in such a way that it doesn't snag. And that's the difference from people who can use the baits no problem and people who need to use a buoy. And some people can use both. Like, I think it's the people who can knit and crochet who can use both a buoy and a baits hook. But I got my little puppy. I call it my puppy, my yarn puppy on my lap. Speaking of puppies, I'm soon hopefully gonna get a puppy. I put a deposit on a puppy that hasn't even been born yet, but I there's not a lot of fine print when you do these deposits. So I'm hoping everything goes okay. I did research the breeder that I went through, and she seemed to be she checked out okay. Some breeders did not check out okay. Yeah, uniquely used crochet Stacy Campbell. I love the purple hook. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But I'm just practicing using it because it doesn't come natural to me. So I started out with half double. I made a swatch using half double crochet because half double is one of my favorite stitches. It's just it's neat. I like how it looks. It's not as boring as a single and not as complicated as a double. Not that a double is complicated, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And for those of you who just got here, I'm just going to be on here till we got a half an hour more, and then we're going to head over to Granny D's channel because she goes live. And I make sure that I stay faithful ish to a few of my YouTubers, and she's one of them. I wish I could be more consistent with watching more channels, but it's so hard because I'm subscribed to so many channels and it's hard to stay, you know, keeping on, but you know, I do what I can. And I know all of you are the same way. You wish you could be on everybody's channel all the time to support them, but you just can't because life happens and dinner needs to be cooked, groceries need to be purchased, you need to shower, you need to do laundry, you need, to have a, we gotta watch TV. There's some shows that I love to watch. I love watching TV. I just saw this new show that came on ABC. ABC. It's called Call Your Mother. Oh my gosh, that's me. So it's this mom who has two adult children and they don't call her anymore. And then she finds out that they don't even talk to each other. I'm like, this show is about me. My adult children still live with me. Well, one halfway because he's at school. He's home for the winter break, but he goes back. But he doesn't call me. And the other one lives here, so he doesn't have to call me. I am subscribed to over 300. I can't watch them and I feel guilty. Why do we do that to ourselves? I know, but every good YouTuber will say, "I understand." Like I say, I understand you can't watch me all the time. I don't even have a lot of subscribers to say that, but I think only the good YouTubers would say, I understand. I mean, there's a few YouTubers out there. They're kind of, mm, I don't know, not like to say where have you been, but some of them, I don't know. Well, this one girl, she got a little attitude with me on her live, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. So yeah, you just gotta watch. You gotta be polite, be courteous, don't be mean. Granny D says that, right? Be nice, don't be ugly, right? What did she say? Be kind, don't be ugly. And that's right. I mean, especially if you're on camera, don't be ugly for the camera. If you're gonna be ugly, do that off camera, right? I know I can get ugly if I need to. In my house, in my own house with my own group of bears that I have if I need to. But I'm not really as be sweet, don't be ugly. Thanks, Jen. I'm not as grumpy as I used to be. I noticed that because the other day, my son, I sent him to the store, and right before he leaves, he says, I can't find my key. Now, I have a special place that I've been teaching my kids. When you come home, the keys go there. When you come home, the keys will go there. And every there's always somebody, one of the three bears, that don't put their keys there. And when it's right there by the door, right there by the door, it's right there on the table. There's a bowl. Just put it right there. No. And so, like, when my kids were in high school, they'd be leaving the house, and I'd be like anxiety because once the bus comes to pick you up, you're not on the bus stop. The bus leaves, and then I have to take them. And their school wasn't right around the corner. So I'm like trying to shove them out the door, and they're like, I can't find my keys. And I'd be like, where are your keys? I told you to put them by the bowl. I told you. No, you always do this every single day. So I'd be like, mm. But the other day, I sent him to the store for something that I needed really fast, and he said, I can't find the key. So I calmly, just helped him look for the key. Okay, so is it in your in your coat, in your pants? Look in the pants that you were wearing yesterday. And I'm like, I'm not freaking out. Must be the young or old age. I don't know. One or the other. One or the other. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. What matters is I'm more calm. If you're just coming in, it would be cool if you hit the thumbs up. I just realized that I forgot to put the banner that says like and subscribe. There you go. And Joe and Dana helped me with that feature of StreamYard. So that's cool. That is so cool. So thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm not really made up today. I was just kind of like in my pajama. I got my pajama face on today. Yeah, I just if you're not going anywhere. I mean, it's hard to get made up. Really hard. I know. I read a book when I got married. It was called A Wife's Purpose, and it said, "Oh, you should wake up before your husband." Okay, Zach, you're uploading a video. Wake up before your husband, wash your face, put some makeup on, change from your pajamas, even put some jewelry on. It didn't go as far as put pantyhose on. Jen, you don't wear makeup yet. If you don't start wearing makeup, that's good. I wish I never started wearing makeup. But then I told Mary Kay for many years, 20 years. I did. And so makeup was my thing. But so like if any of my Mary Kay ladies found out that I am not wearing makeup, and sometimes I don't wear makeup at the store anymore. Hi, Heartsarm. Hi, Heather. Because why? I have to wear a mask on, and it's just forget it. But I know I'm not the only one. I was talking to my friend Mary Jo, and she's like, I haven't worn makeup in months. And when I saw her, she was wearing makeup. She's like, this is the first time I'm wearing makeup in months. I'm like, me too. Yeah, so you got pajama face Sandy today. Hope you don't mind. I just didn't feel like it. Just tired, not tired physically. You were in Mary Kay for 4 months. Okay. So Heather, why do you still use Mary Kay? Because that's why I had to actually sign up with Mary Kay because I was buying it for full price. And my sales person said, you can get it at a discount if you become a sales rep. And I tried it. I liked it, but the hard thing for me was I remember party I did. One party I did, I got on my stuff. I set it in the bags. I packed my car, my van, my minivan. I got to the lady's house. I unpacked packed everything. It wasn't cold outside. It wasn't raining. Wasn't windy. So that wasn't the problem. The problem is that no matter how many times you tell the people, it's just going to be adults and we're just going to have mild refreshments. Mary Kay has a rule. There's not to be any adult beverages during those parties. But you're in somebody else's house. They had their kids running around there. Oh, the babysitter couldn't make it. Well, he had to bring our kids. Sorry, all these kids are running around, and the moms are trying to take care of their kids, and they're serving margaritas, and you're trying to, get them to pay attention to you. It's hard. That was hard. Zach, you're so nice, and so are you, inside and out. So it was frustrating for me. But that party was my most uh, successful party as far as financial. They did buy a lot. Must have been the adult beverages that they had. Oh my gosh. So, but no, it wasn't worth it. I still have and am almost out. I bought some face wash and moisturizer since I left. Yes, I love those products. The my favorite is the foundation. But yeah, so I had all these little kids trying to touch my samples, with their sticky lollipop hands, which is fine if they want to eat a lollipop and run around, but not with my samples. And you can't yell at somebody's kids. You can't like say, even politely, it was hard, honey, we need to put that back because you're trying to tell people about the product. You have that hat on. You're like trying to sell something, and then you have to, honey, put that back. And then you have to go back to sales lady. It was just a lot of work. But I still, sold it to my friends and family, and I bought my stuff that I needed to buy. You're gonna try to find something cheaper. Okay, I tried many, many, many products. I like the Mary Kay. The the one that measures up to Mary Kay without it having funny smells. I can't do funny scents on my moisturizers and my cleansers. It's got to be no scent at all. Is Aveeno. Aveeno I find is the best brand for me. And it actually is quite expensive, but it's good stuff. There's no funny smells. I think it's expensive because Jennifer Aniston is the spokesperson for them, and that's not why I'm using it. Believe me, I don't like to buy a lot of things if there's too many expensive spokespeople for it because I feel like I'm paying for that. But it does. It's the best product for me because, like I said, the consistency of the product and the smell. The smell is the most important thing. The packaging is a big part of it. I have to like the packaging. I know that's kind of dumb. Like it doesn't matter what the packaging is, but I just feel like if it's got like a flimsy package, the stuff inside is seems to be flimsy as well. I even bought something from another company that they sell They sell vitamins and supplements and nutrition stuff, and they sell, body wash and shampoo, but they also have a skincare line. So I thought, their quality, mm-mm. Neutrogena, that's not bad. Neutrogena is not bad. And Aveeno I like the best. But Neutrogena, yeah, that's number two on my list. Um, I'm not going to have the same list as everybody else. So That's what I like. That's what works for me. I want something that will be gentle but cleansing and definitely moisturizing. Try that Aveeno. It is expensive, but I like to use coupons at like my CVS. I like to use coupons. I'm part of their rewards. And they give some really cool coupons at CVS. Really good ones. And I just got one the other day. It said 35% off your total purchase at CVS. And it's not like only regular price stuff. It's just total purchase. So I gotta use that. The thing is that I have to leave the house to go to CVS, and I don't like to leave the house. I like to stay in my cozy cottage up on the fourth floor in the back of the building in the forest, just private. I don't like to venture outside. Um, I had that problem before, and then it went away a little bit, and now because of the lockdown, I started getting it again. It started coming back. Like my, I was used to being indoors, and then when it, it was time to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, wait, I don't want to go outside. So it's back, but hopefully not as bad as before. Like before, like the thought of going to get milk would just stress me. I would look in the fridge, and if I see the milk carton is like there's this much milk in there, my heart started beating, I started sweating, I couldn't breathe, and it was that serious of a thing for me. I don't know why. They have to have the coupons in order to compete. Yeah, they have little coupons if you're part of the rewards. And one of the workers showed me how to do it on my phone so that I don't have to get the mile long receipt from CVS with all the coupons that you have to cut out and potentially lose. So I have the app on my phone, and I just scan it, and it takes off all the coupons for me. Like ahead of time, I could say, use this coupon, put this one on card, put that one on card. And then when I shop at CVS, the coupons come all the way off. Sometimes I get coupons and it's $20 off of $20. Like you work your way up to earn that coupon. And $20 off of $20. I mean, that's not bad. And sale price, regular price, just plain as that, $20 off of $20. I mean, yes, please. And I got my my son hooked on those CVS coupons. When I got my flu shot, hi Katrina, how are you? When I got my flu shot, they gave me a $5 coupon, $5 off of $5, and then they give one to my husband, paper one, right? Then when I got my app on the phone, it said, "We noticed you got your flu shot," and they said, "Here's $5 off of $5, 2 times." So I got four $5 coupons off of $5 coupon. So that was amazing. I went crazy. I was like, that's just great. Mm. My husband texted me because I told him what I needed from the grocery store, and cream is on it. And he texted me, "We just got cream." Yes, we did. But when I went to the store and I wanted cream, all they had in this particular store was fat-free cream. And I don't, I tend not to buy stuff that's fat-free or sugar-free. So I was like, what am I going to do now? There was the generic, the store brand. So I said, I'll get that. This morning, I made myself a cup of coffee. I couldn't even finish it. It just didn't taste the same. My husband asked me, when did you start drinking coffee again? He doesn't understand that not everybody has to have coffee every single day. I think I think because I used to have an extra large coffee from Dunkin' Donuts every single day, extra large, even in the summer. And then I would even have one in the afternoon. And then when we got our Keurig, I would have coffee all day. Then, as years went by, I started just having one cup of coffee a day. And then I got sick and couldn't have any coffee again. I mean, I couldn't have any coffee at all. And then as I healed, I found that I can go a couple days and not have coffee. And so now he's like, "How could you go a whole day without coffee? I don't get it." I'm like, "Cause I'm that way now. I don't need coffee every single day like you do." I don't get that. I don't. He actually kind of gets irritated when I don't have coffee. I don't know. What's in the fat-free cream? How does that work? Yeah, there's some kind of ingredient in there that I can't pronounce. So I'm thinking if there's a product that the ingredients are milk, cream, and nothing else, that's what I'm going to get. The one that says milk, cream. And then my sugar that I get, the ingredients is sugar. But if I get like fat free or sugar free, then it's got a lot of ingredients that I can't even pronounce. And I'm like, well, let me just get the full fat because some people say that that other stuff that they put in to make it fat free or sugar free is not good for you. And I already do enough things that are not good for me. Why add that? Might as well, fat is not good for you, and the stuff that makes it fat free is not good for you. I don't know. I'm gonna choose the one that tastes better. But that's just me. I don't try to preach to anybody like you should do this and you shouldn't do that. Um, Hi Daigo, how are you? How are you today? I still gotta watch your video from yesterday. Everybody, if you don't have Daigo, get Daigo. She's got some cute videos on there, and also Katrina and anybody. Let's see, do I have any mods on here? I don't. I don't have any mods, but YouTube used to have this feature where if you see somebody in the chat, you could click on their name and it takes you to their channel. They don't have that anymore. Now you have to put the link in there. Um, I wish they would bring that back. Daigo, I'm good. We just had a little snowstorm as I started this live, and now everything's peaceful and sunny. And we had one earlier this morning. We had a short, heavy snowstorm. It was really fast, but really heavy. And it didn't like start out slow. It started off, whoa, a lot of snow and lasted for 10 minutes and then went away. Okay, yeah, let me try to do this. I have to figure out how to do this while I'm on the live at the same time. Okay, so I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, moderator. There you go. Now Daigo's got a blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Daigo's got a blue dress on. Let me see. Try it on. Let's see how it looks on you, Daigo. Daigo, where are you? Where do you live? Uh-oh. See the snag. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it looks divine on you. That blue dress. Blue goes with your eyes. Oh, you live in San Angelo, Texas. Yeah, I heard it was it was snowing in some parts of Texas. My mom, I talked to my mom today on the phone. She said she had to bundle up to go get her mail, and she's in Fort Worth. I'm like, bundle up? Come on. But what did you put your jacket on? Bundle up. She said, but it was windy, and it does get windy where she is because she's in the like the plains. So you could be driving for miles, and it's just flatlands, just farms. Oh, this this phone. Let's put that on silent because now it's about that time of day where everybody's texting me. Um, I get a burst of phone calls certain times a day, and then I get a burst of texts other times of day. So I don't know. Do you get like that? See, Heather thinks it looks good on YouTube, Daigo. Well, in a few minutes, we're gonna head on over and we'll do a hook raid for Granny D because she always raids me on Sunday afternoons. So we'll pay back the favor and we'll raid Granny in a few minutes. We got 6 minutes, 6 minutes. And like I said, for those of you coming in, I'm practicing using my Furls Odyssey hook that I paid so much for and I can't use because I'm not used to this kind of hook because I'm spoiled with the clover style hook. I'm talking about the hook part, not the handle. The handle's fine, but the hook part is what I can't get used to. Yeah, so I'm just making a look. It took me. I'm crocheting really slow. I got on here an hour ago, and this is all I made because I can't do it as fast with this hook. But if I had this clover hook, I could do this in like 10 minutes, you know? So it took me 6 times longer to crochet with this. And that's funny because it's 6 times more expensive than this one. Ah, buy this for 6 times the price and you'll crochet 6 times slower. Oh my gosh. That is crazy, but it's pretty. It is pretty. And tomorrow is my Zoom meeting with my yarn ladies. We can't go to Hobby Lobby anymore. We have to meet through Zoom. In the summer, we were able to meet outdoors. So hopefully, this pandemic will be over soon. Just in time for the warm weather. It's fine if it's winter. I don't mind staying in if it's winter. But when it's summer out, I going out is a little bit easier for me. So I don't have to worry about putting my boots on, getting my coat, getting my sweater, putting a hat on. Maybe I don't need to wear a hat. Maybe do I need gloves or I don't need gloves, and it's just too much. I don't know. It's a lot of bundling up. I'm not. I guess I was meant for warm weather. But if you were on my live yesterday, you can remember that I said either you get good weather or good food because down in Florida they don't really have as good food as we do here in Chicago. I mean, Florida is pretty, but when we were there, we couldn't find any pizza spots. I felt like what's her name on My Cousin Vinny. What's the girl's name? When she gets to Alabama, she's like, "How's your Chinese food?" Like, "How was your pizza? How was your pizza?" That's how I judge places that I visit. We'll see how's your pizza, but really, no pizza compares to Chicago pizza. New York has good pizza, but I think that's about it. not California, but in California. You know who had the worst pizza ever? Ironically, in my opinion, had the worst pizza ever. Wisconsin. Cheese. Wisconsin cheese. The worst pizza. Marissa Tomei. But what was her character's name? There are not a lot of well known parks to sit and rest that I know of in Florida. No? Except the parks that you have to pay for, right, Heather? Lisa. Mona Lisa. Lisa was her name. Lisa. Um, yeah, Wisconsin had I think they used American, so maybe they are famous for their American cheese, but I think they used American cheese on their pizza. They used American cheese on their pizza. There was a pizza place by the end of my block. For some reason, they're here in Chicago and they're putting what tastes like ketchup and then American cheese as their pizza. Like a combos version of a pizza. What? And there are people who love it. They love it. So for the sauce, they use like a ketchup kind of sauce. And for the cheese, it's American cheese, American and cheddar. Monterey Jack Kobe Jack cheese. Mm-mm. No. Yeah, Il was right. No, not here in Chicago. You don't do that in Chicago, but a lot of people like it, and it's usually the people that are not from. That's my Granny D alarm. So guess what? We gotta head over to Granny D's and go raid her, everybody. Okay? Everybody should know who Granny D is. I don't have her link. If I can, I can put it in if you need it. Let me see. Here she is. Okay. There it is. And I will see you there. Bye. Take care. Stay safe. See you in Granny's.